Yo, what is up, you guys? It's the Michael Myers. Welcome back to a brand new live stream, man. Can't wait to get into this one. Gonna be doing a quick one. This is actually my second, Saturday night live stream. We definitely had a good ass, dope ass um, live stream last Saturday. I pretty much showed you guys some of those newer scores. I'm gonna be doing kind of the same thing right now. I'm gonna be showing you guys some of these new scores, but it's not just DVDs. I'm gonna be showing you guys two new DVD scores that I acquired in the past week, but these are only these are DVDs I purchased on eBay online. So I received these in the mail this past week, man. But I'm also gonna be the main get down of today's live stream, and I know it's been the main get down, I would say, for the past week or so when it comes to Walmart, when it comes to horror, because hey, man, uh just last weekend, man. I think, when was the first time I saw it? I think it was last Sunday, man. First time I saw it. A lot of people were posting on their Instagram, on their YouTubes, about Walmart coming out with some new horror stuff. And yeah, you guys know Walmart does carry a nice handful of cool horror stuff. The NECAs and all that good stuff, man. But now, I guess this is all this new stuff is coming to us by Bloody Disgusting. Of course, man, Bloody Disgusting, pretty big. It's grown really big throughout the years, man, and you know, it's just dope that they were able to give us a certain section at Walmart. I believe this section, it's literally like, of course, we go to Walmart, we look at the NECA stuff, and the collectibles, but this little section was not there. It is in the same place, like in the DVD section, but it's not in the same place, which kind of threw me off a little bit. But yeah, man, I mean, it's still in the DVD section. So I definitely recommend you guys, man, go check out your local Walmart. I know some Walmart, like my Walmart already, I wouldn't say my Walmart. I actually I already went to like two Walmarts, man, and they're not like my local ones. They're like about 20 minutes away, uh, 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 and they had stuff, but they did not have the stuff that I was looking for. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna show you guys some of these new scores. Show you guys what I picked up. Yo, Chippy, yo, what's up, man? What's up, man? Hope you're doing good, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Saturday afternoon, man. Hey, Chippy, I was really hyped, man. That Walmart, has come out with a new little section of horror collectibles. Awesome stuff, dude. Like, it's refreshing. It's refreshing than seeing, the regular NECA Ultimate figures all the time and stuff like that. And I know, like, I know some Walmart, like I said, my local ones, I was at a local Walmart, I would say, on Saturday. But I believe last Saturday, I think they haven't brought the stuff out yet. But yeah, man, I mean, definitely recommend you guys checking out your Walmart, man. Like, you really never know. So yeah, like I said, it's kind of a bummer. I honestly was trying to like pick out some other things. Like, out of the stuff that I wanted the most, I was able to get one. Uh 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 but yeah, man. Michelle Loader, hello, hello. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate you tuning in. Definitely let me know what you guys got going on today, man. Saturday afternoon. Um, so yeah, man. Very surprised Walmart did that. Yeah, Chippy, me too. And like I told you, man, it's really surprising that they hit us with this in the middle of the summer. Like, I wouldn't have been as surprised if it was like towards September, closer to the Halloween season. But they literally gave us this good stuff, man. In the middle of the summer. And honestly, you know what, Chippy? Like I said, it's kind of refreshing seeing this new stuff hit the shelves of Walmart. Like I said, and I think it's even doper that it's coming to us by Bloody Disgusting. All of the, I guess the cardboard stuff that they have this stuff in, It's all titled Bloody Disgusting. I know, like here, I'll give you guys some things that were really popular with the fans, but I did not see in person. For example, they came out with like a VHS of Terrifier 2, which is great, man, because like I said, it's not like VHS is like a thing still, you know. So that I was kind of surprised they did that, and I understand why they did it with Terrifier 2. Terrifier 2 is like an old school type of film, so I thought that was pretty dope. What else? I know they also had like the little Trick or Treat Studios Terrifier figure, which I did not see. I don't really, I don't really, I'm not in a rush to get that, but they did have like the same scale of the Captain Spaulding figure by Trick or Treat Studios, which I already own. It's actually my brother's, so it was dope. They had like 3 copies of those at the store, but a lot of good shit, dude. A lot of good shit that unfortunately, it wasn't at my Walmart's, but I'm definitely gonna be going back, man. I'm definitely gonna be going back. Like I said, there's a few more things I can't wait to get. And you know what, man? Like I said, I find it really surprising because, like I said, it's refreshing, and I feel like a lot of the kids these days, man, they're really lucky. They're really lucky, man. Like, let's say a kid is barely getting into the horror genre, is barely getting into the horror stuff, and all they gotta do is go to Walmart, and it's all right there. So these kids are lucky, man. Like I said, it's great seeing horror take up the shelves and stuff like that. But yeah, man, like I said, if you guys into collectibles and all that good stuff, check out your local Walmart, man. Yo, horrors galore. I for sure I have yet. The Scream Inferno. You know what? Horrors galore. I was at a Walmart yesterday. Like I said, I've been to 2 Walmarts. Yesterday, they had that Ghostface Inferno, and there was literally only one left. One left. I know they came out with 3 NECAs: the Hannibal, the Saw, and the Ghostface. The Walmart I was in yesterday, they literally had only one left. And you know what? I was actually gonna buy it, but to be honest with you guys, I know that Ghostface Inferno, I think it's based off of like that one scene in Scream 5, man. Where he has like the I think it comes with like the crow mask. It comes with the devil mask, the Dead by Daylight Ghostface devil mask as like an alternative head. Pretty cool Ghostface figure. But I honestly, I feel I could wait. I really didn't want it, to be honest. What I really wanted, man, is the NECA Hannibal. I had no idea NECA had came out with the NECA Ultimate Hannibal. So I've been on the hunt for that, man. Unfortunately, they did not have them in either Walmart. Kind of bummed out. Also, the Saw. They came out with the Saw, which is pretty much it's literally the same one as this one. This was a Target exclusive, of course, in the red cloak, in the red robe. But the one they have at Walmart now is the regular black and red. But to be honest, I still really want to get it. I'm a big Saw fan. I don't care if I just bought this one like not too long ago, but I really still want to get it, But I honestly wanted the Hannibal more. I definitely wanted the NECA Hannibal Lecter, man, because I really don't own a Hannibal figure. My brother has like the Mego version, which is still like in the box. It's more of like a collectible, to keep in the box. But when it comes to the Ultimate, man, in scale with the other NECAs, I really can't wait to get it. Oh yeah, Chippy, yeah. Hopefully that's the case, man. Hopefully this is the beginning of what's to come. I really hope that once October they hit us with more stuff. So yeah, guys, enough talking here. I know I'm gonna get back with you guys, but here, let me show you guys some of these new scores. Let me start off with the DVDs. Like I said, I've got these in the mail the past week. Here's the first one. I started watching this on YouTube. I can't wait to watch it at its full entirety. 7 Doors of Death, man. Hey, man, this is like a really quite disturbing film. I guess it has to do like with ritual and stuff like that. And I believe this is like an Italian movie. I could be wrong about that, but hey man, this movie, it looks like a trip. It looks like a trip, so I can't wait to watch it. Like I said, I started watching it on YouTube, but I think it was the TV version or whatever. But I'll give you guys, you know, the read up right here. Seven Doors of Death is a film that will horrify, sicken, and terrify those who dare to watch the tale. Set in Louisiana, the movie opens in 1927 with a satanic disciple being crucified and melted alive. I did see that scene. Pretty disturbing. Crucified and melted alive with a quicklime in the basement of an old hotel. 50 years later, Lisa, which is a character, inherits the hotel, not suspecting that it is one of the seven gateways to hell. Horrible events begin to happen in the possessed hotel, such as workman breaking his neck, another has his eyeballs gouged out by a zombie, a woman's head is melted by a vat of acid, and an architect has his face eaten by hungry tarantulas. Quite disturbing, right? Definitely, it's out of the ordinary. It's out of the ordinary, and I picked it up, man. I think it was like $6. So, definitely will be checking this film out, Seven Doors of Death. So yeah, okay, and here's the next one, man. And this is actually a collection of 10 Tales of Terror from HBO. The Hitchhiker. Now, let me tell you guys, the reason I bought this, I guess it comes with like 10 different films or short films, whatever. But the reason I bought this, dude, I thought it was I thought it was the original Hitcher, the movie. Even though I already owned the Hitcher on DVD, this was only $6, man. And I'm like, I saw the cover a little bit different, and I'm like, for $6, you know, why not? But it's not the Hitcher. It's the Hitchhiker, as you guys can see. Comes with like 10 different stories. I guess it was like a show or series back then in the 2004. So I bought this blindly, man. I thought it was the original Hitcher movie from, what is it, 1987, I think? Probably a little earlier than that. But I'll eventually check them out. The Hitchhiker. So yeah. All right, now I'm going to show you guys the Walmart pickups. I know you guys been waiting for this. So here's the first one. Okay, like I said, out of the three, I mean, there was three things I wanted the most out of Walmart's new stuff. That was the NECA Hannibal, which is the one I want the most. The NECA Saw, which I think I could wait. Like I said, I just bought the Target exclusive one not too long ago, so I could wait on that one. But the third item I wanted is the Jeepers Creepers truck. This is not just a truck. It's not just a Jeepers Creepers truck. This is actually a speaker, a Bluetooth speaker. So yeah, I had to get it. I'm a big music guy. So yeah, I haven't tried it yet. But I can't wait, man. Something kind of wants me to keep it sealed in the package. I think it's a great display piece for the collection, man. But I really want to try it out. And you know what? It's actually it's quite smaller than I thought it was gonna be. You know, and it says, where does it say? It says in the back, it says, "Don't be fooled. What they lack in size, they make up for the clear, powerful, mind-blowing sound." I hope that's the case, man. I really hope that's the case. Like I said, something about me kind of wants to keep it in the box. But I definitely will try it out, man. I'm definitely going to be trying it out. I'll give you guys a closer look once we get these out of the way. Kind of pricey. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's a speaker. I get it, but hey, man, I think you know, probably when it comes to the sound quality, like I said, I'm a big music guy. I think when it comes to the sound quality, when I get to hear the sound quality and how the get down of this little speaker, I think that's when we, that's when we find out if it's actually worth the money. I think it was like $35 or something. Like I said, yeah, kind of pricey, dude. But I understand, Jeepers, it's Jeepers Creepers, man. It's a Bluetooth speaker. But yeah, man, definitely we'll be trying it out. I'll give you guys a closer look. So yeah, man. All right. So and then here's the second item I got, which I got today. Like I said, I went to a different Walmart today because I wanted to get some of this stuff, man. And like I said, they didn't have the stuff I wanted today. So but I bought this, man. I thought this was pretty cool. I thought this was like a pretty cool display piece for the collection, man. This is a 3D movie art collectible piece. As you guys can see, it's pretty much the Friday the 13th part 3 poster. And the thing about this is that it's, like I said, it's a collectible piece, so it's kind of like 3D-ish, the logo, the machete, the knife or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, I just thought this was pretty cool. Like I said, kind of didn't want to leave empty-handed today. So I bought this, man. I think this one was only like 25. Kind of a lot, for just a display piece, dude. But hey, man, I don't know. It says you could hang it on your wall. You could hang it on just standing on your shelf. And I think it's kind of like a VHS. Yeah, it says right here too, 3 deep VHS kind of style thing. Comes with this little band or whatever this is. Take it out. Show you guys like the little inside. I think you could open this up. There you have it, man. I'll give you guys a closer look. But pretty dope, man. Pretty dope. So yeah, man, like I said, I had to get it. Like I said, I know the stuff that I mainly wanted wasn't there, but I had to get it. I'll give some of the other things that kind of stood out was the they had like a little Megan the doll, kind of like, I don't know if it was like a plush or some kind of figure. I did do the short. I recorded like a little clip. I posted the short, which I kind of wanted it, but like I said, I'm not really too like in a rush, I'm not even like the biggest Megan fan for me to buy it like that. But if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I did not check prices or anything, but I believe that Megan figure is a little bit cheaper than the prices of these two. I could be wrong though. But yeah, man, a lot of cool little stuff. They had T-shirts and packaging and stuff like that. What else? They had like little plushies. They had a Ghostface plushie, a Sam, I think a Leatherface one too. The Pretty Woman. They had the Black Phone. The killer from the Black Phone. They had like a little plushie of those. What else, man? What else? Different art like for the walls and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I mean, like I said, man, my main thing I wanted was the Hannibal figure, but unfortunately, man, they did not have it. I even asked the girl, man, if the employee, if they had it, if they have some in the back or something. But unfortunately, and some people don't give a shit. Some people like, nah, we don't have it. But this chick, she actually checked on her thing, man. I guess Walmart employees have like a thing they could scan shit and they could see if it's on stock or whatever. So she was nice enough to do that for me, and yeah, unfortunately it was sold out. But yeah, man. Yo, Brandon loves horror. What's up, man? What's up, man? Just here chilling, man, showing you guys some of these new scores, man, at Walmart. Definitely recommend it, especially if you're like, if you like collectibles and stuff like that. Kind of pricey, you know, but I don't know, man. I just had to. I just really had to. I'll give you guys a closer look right now. Uh, but I recommend it, dude. At least, you know, just at least, you know, if you're, you know, if you don't plan on wasting, plan on, you know, spending money on this stuff, at least take a trip down Walmart, man. Take a stroll down the aisle and check them out, dude. You know. That's sick, Brandon. Captain Spaulding. Yeah, man. I really want one of those older Captain Spaulding releases by NECA. I don't think they've came out with an ultimate, you know, version. I know Trick or Treat Studios is doing the House of a Thousand Corpses figures. But back in the day, man, when NECA had their Cult Classics line, they had, you know, the Spaulding figure. So, yeah, man, that's dope, though. They're definitely rare. They're definitely quite pricey these days, but definitely would love to own one. You know what, Chippy? I'm going to try it out. I'm definitely going to try it out. Like I said, I kind of want to keep it in here, but I like how, you know, I like the package. I feel like I could still use it. I could still play with it. Not play with it. Play music in it. And able to put it back in here, man. I'm really curious. I can't wait to see how it sounds. But I'll definitely give you an update on how it sounds. Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Yeah, oh yeah, even Best Buy, dude. Best Buy. I was there like about a week ago. uh Unfortunately, not for DVDs, not for any physical media. But I noticed, man, they brought in a lot more figures. They brought in a lot more NECAs than I've seen before. So that's dope. That's dope. I guess that was kind of like the replacement or whatever. Not really, you know, where they had their DVDs, they brought in like refrigerators and all this. But it's good to see Best Buy carrying more NECA figures. Of course, Target, man, Walmart, you know. So, man, they're stepping their game up, especially when it comes to horror. Could Target next be selling stuff like that? I hope so, man. You know what? Target has a nice handful of stuff, for sure. And I will say Target was like the very first one. I will say in the last, you know, 5, 6 years, man. Target was the very first, you know, retail store to dedicate a whole shelf, a whole section to horror, to, you know, to collectibles like this. So, gotta give it up to Target, man. But sometimes they really don't got much. But hey, man, I hope they step. I hope they see that Walmart is stepping their game up, and they're able to step their game up as well, man. Gotta love physical media. Oh yeah, most definitely, man. You know what? I was so distracted with this Walmart stuff, I didn't even look at their DVDs. You know, that's crazy. I actually was thinking that on my way home. I'm like, oh my god, I did not check out their DVDs or Blu-rays because I was so like distracted, man, by this new stuff. So I couldn't see their DVDs. Me too. Oh, dude, me too. We haven't got no date, Chippy, right? I think I heard September, man. But I don't even know if that's official. I don't even know if that's official, dude. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Late Night with the Devil is probably the best horror movie I've seen this year. Even though I haven't seen most of them. But yeah, I think it's pretty damn good. Yo, Super Jace Bros. Having been a no worries, man. I mean, definitely, I know we all get busy. I know we sometimes kind of makes it hard for us to be around, But definitely appreciate you, man. Hope you're doing good, man. Good to see you back on here. Good to see all of you guys back on here, man, for sure. Most definitely. Physical media. Oh, yeah, for sure, Brandon. Yeah. Physical media, can never go wrong with it. These days, I'm more of a physical media collector than like collectibles, like stuff like this. Cool. But I'm mostly, physical media. Oh yeah, man. Oh, for sure. Horrors galore. Yeah, I have heard about a few new. I haven't gone too deep into it, but I heard like some news, I guess, about the Halloween show or whatever it's gonna be. Um, of course, the supposed Nightmare movie by Blumhouse, which I think is still, it's still, I don't think nothing has been confirmed yet. But usually, man, a lot of the speculation does end up being true later on. So, I mean, I'm all in for it, man. I'm all in for it. But I really hope, man, they got something good. They got something good for us, man. I hope they do something good with the property rather than you know rather than a cash grab move. Even though I know most of you guys might say, well, that's what everything is for now, especially, right? Like, it's all about cash grabbing. Of course, it's all about the Benjamins, right? But I hope they give us something worthy, man. And they don't shit on our franchises. Interesting, Brandon. Interesting. You know what? I definitely gotta free up some space as well when it comes to the DVDs, physical media. I feel a lot of titles are definitely covering up space, taking up space, and I have a lot of titles, man, that I really, you can say, don't really care for. So I'll eventually do something. Like I said, I kind of also want to do a giveaway sometime in the near future. So yeah, man. I also collect masks. For sure, man. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, sometimes, we definitely even though as much as we love the hobby of collecting masks, DVDs, physical media, collectibles, definitely got to find the space too. I've been in that position, man, where I definitely try to clear out. I even some time back, man, I sold some stuff just to clear up some space. But yeah, like I said, like you said, it is what it is. It's all good. Definitely, I feel definitely shouldn't definitely we shouldn't live with no regret. You know what, Super J's bros? I actually do have the Saw game for the PS3 they came out with back in the day. Haven't played it in a very long time, man, but I do own it. I do have. I know they came out with two. And that was a time, you could say, where horror games weren't really as popular as now. Now we have Killer Clowns, Friday, Texas Chainsaw, Dead by Daylight, probably the biggest one. But I also understand Saw was quite popular in the 2000s, so so it's pretty dope that they were kind of ahead of the curve when it comes to the video games. I have 24 NECA figures. That's sick, bro. That's pretty damn cool. Yeah, I have a nice handful of NECA figures as well. I haven't been too deep into collecting them. Like I said, there's the ones I get are like some of the ones I really want the most. For example, that Hannibal, the latest Jigsaw, I had to get for sure. To me, I stick to the main horror killers. So, yeah, it's not like I have every damn version of Jason they came out with. I have a few, but yeah, man, I think NECA definitely has stepped their game up too, man, throughout the years. So that's pretty dope. Shop online, yeah, man, that's dope. I think that's I think that's sometimes a little bit better. Depends the situation, the circumstance. But yeah, I find myself ordering stuff online, as well. Yo, The Shape of Horror. What's up, man? Had went to Walmart the other day and got myself the Terrifier VHS and Sam plushie. Awesome, man. That's dope. That's really dope. I did see the Sam plushie, but I did not see that VHS. I found that Terrifier 2 VHS really surprising, man. Like I said, it's not like we live in a era of VHSs. So it's dope that they came out with like a special edition collectible for Terrifier 2 VHS. Like I said, Terrifier 2 is kind of like a old school method, a old school type of slasher movie. So I think it's really fitting. I think it's really fitting that they did that. I thought that was dope. But no worries, Chippy. No worries at all, man. Appreciate you tuning in, man. You already know what's up, Chippy. Um, we're always we're always in contact, man. So definitely no worries at all, man. Appreciate you, man. And make sure you check and make sure. Hopefully, man, you're able to come across some of this stuff, man. At your local Walmart, man. Definitely keep hunting, man. Wish you luck. Keep hunting. Yo, will you be picking up the... You know what, Horrors Galore? Honestly, I'm not the biggest... Like, I really understand why Trick or Treat Studios came out with that mask. I honestly would have preferred a Freddy mask from another movie. For example, man, I would love for Trick or Treat Studios to come out with the Jackie Earl Haley Freddy. Even though the makeup is shit, terrible. No, all of us hate that look, if anything. But I think Trick or Treat Studios would do a good job doing that mask. But I really hope they get the right soon, man. But as far as the 84 Don Post mask they came out with, probably not, man. Personally, probably not. Because, like I said, I kind of prefer... I'm kind of more of like I prefer collecting them by movies. You know what I mean? Like I said, I totally understand why they came out with it. I know that original Don Post mask, really iconic, especially to a lot of people who grew up in that era, the 80s. I know that was like that Don Post Freddy mask was one of the very first Freddy masks we've ever gotten, like period, since 84. So obviously those OGs, those, old school hardcore fans will definitely go for it. I feel Trick or Treat Studios gave us that Don Post mask, a replica of that Don Post mask for the OG fans. But personally, me, man, I don't think so. I don't think I will. I mean, heck, you never know. I might find it across for a very decent, cheap price. I might go for it. But yeah, I personally not. I wouldn't, man. I probably wouldn't. I really want to get their upcoming Jason Goes to Hell mask, though. I think that's one that I'm really going to get soon as I can. I recently acquired the Nightmare on Elm Street 2 mask, man, by Trick or Treat Studios, which completes the collection. The Nightmare on Elm Street, the 3 masks they came out with. I'm still surprised they didn't come out with the Dream Warriors mask. They came out with 1, 2, and then went straight to 4. It's not like they have the license. I mean, they came out with the Part 3 glove. So who knows about that one? Who knows? Maybe the Part 4, Part 3 are kind of similar. Maybe that's why, but... Yeah, man. But yeah, stay tuned, guys. I'm currently... I already recorded the unboxing portion of the Nightmare Freddy's Revenge Part 2 Freddy mask. I just need to shoot the review, man. And I definitely will give you guys that video. So stay tuned. Oh yeah, for sure. Brandon Hostel, Eli Rothman, especially the first Hostel, pretty damn good movie. And obviously, yeah, in the 2000s was especially do I think it's because of Saw. You know, the whole torture porn aspect, the goreness, definitely went to a whole nother level, man. So movies like Hostel, movies like, you know, a lot of these films, Collector, were really Saw inspired, you know. And I kind of agree with it. Like I feel like a lot of, especially since Saw was like probably the most popular franchise of the 2000s, people really wanted to duplicate that, try to get that success. Uh, but for sure, I know. To me, I know that most of those Saw movies suck, but I don't know, man. I love Saw. I grew. That's like my era, you know. So I've always loved Saw, but Hostel's another good one. Like I said, not the hugest fan of the sequels, but the first one is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Some of us genre fans bitch about properties way too much and they need to let others dig what they dig. Most definitely, man. Yeah. Like I feel like I said, we as the fans, we have our, you know, ups and downs when it comes to a lot of these franchises. Like I said, we like some more than others, but like I feel, man, like especially with our favorites, man, they gotta, you know, they gotta, you know, knock it out of the ballpark, you know. Like I feel like if they're gonna at least try something, make it, you know, make it stand out, make it, you know, valid, make it valuable. So you know, us fans could be satisfied. And it's not like they're it's not like their target is us fans. Obviously not. That's not the case. Obviously these studios, whoever's remaking these freaking direct sequels, remakes, their main target, their main audience is the average audience of today. So they're trying to appeal to them, not to us fans. So obviously, when it comes to the modern, you know, direct sequels, remakes, whatever, us fans are 50-50 with them. Sometimes they do a good job. Halloween 2018, good example. It's not a bad film, but it's in the middle. So it's 50-50. And to be honest, I think out of all of them, it's worked with Halloween only. Uh, but like I said, man, when it comes to Nightmare, at the same time, like, it's sometimes it's better to just leave some of these properties alone, man. You know, like, really, I rather them leave it alone. We have those 80s movies to enjoy rather than them giving us another shit show, you know, another cringe fest, you know. But like I said, man, regardless, Blumhouse, whoever, they could do a straight to TV, a new Nightmare or a new Halloween. We're still gonna be there. We're still gonna be there, watching it. Either it's a show, movie, whatever. We're still gonna be there regardless. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's like it is what it is. You know, like I said, they're all about the Benjamins. They're all about success, man. And of course, we all wish them all the success in the world. Of course, man. You know, but I think they should definitely step to the table and definitely sharpen their blade if they really wanna, you know, bring a lot of these franchises back. You know what I mean? That's what I personally think. You know, like I said, if that's not the case, hey man, we have Nightmare on Elm Street in this case. We have or what is it, 8 movies we could enjoy. You know, but like I said, man, it could be 5 years from now. It could be next year. It could be 10 years from now. Whatever. But there's gonna be a point where they're gonna make a return. They're gonna come back regardless. So there you have it, man. There you have it. You know, it's gonna happen either way. Uh, and yeah, I guess that's the name of the game, right? That's the name of this shit. Like, and it's been going on since the beginning of cinema. You know, a lot of those silent early movies they started with eventually got remakes, towards the modern times, 60s, 70s, 80s. A lot of those films, 60s, 70s, 80s, are remakes of like silent films from the beginning of time. So it's really nothing new. Um, but like I said, I just think it sucks when we see it when it comes to our favorite franchises, our favorite properties. But like I said, it's gonna happen either way. So we just gotta let it be. We just gotta let it be. But very much so, man. Nicholas Wooddell, what's up, man? What's up? Just here chilling, man. What do you think about the Amityville movies? Not the hugest fan. Not the hugest fan. I like the first one. The first one's cool. The remake. I remember watching that the Amityville remake. I think it was 2005. I think that was Platinum Dooms too. I think I liked it at first. Once time went on, I kind of the more I watched it, the more I disliked it. You know what, Super J's bros? I don't think that would ever happen. To keep it real with you, I'm not a gamer at all. I can't sit down 20 minutes playing a game, dude, because I get turned off, I get bored, it's just not my thing. It's not my thing. I prefer going live, chopping it up with you guys, talking horror, you know? But a gaming channel, I don't know about that. But I appreciate the suggestion, man. I appreciate the suggestion. Like I said, you really never know, man. I might wake up tomorrow. Hey, let me play Friday the 13th. So you never know. Maybe sometime down the line, I might do a gameplay on Dead by Daylight or whatever. I know you guys will definitely love to see that. I know you're not the first one, Super J's bros. You're not the first one who's actually recommended me that, do some gaming videos, some gaming streams or whatever. But, like it wouldn't be a scenario like this where I'm just chilling at home, enjoying my afternoon, right? Like I really wouldn't do it for boredom, for fun. Because I really don't, it's not like I have fun doing it. It's not like I enjoy it. So I think it might it might take a little bit more than just boredom to actually do it. Devil's Latex. Oh yeah, man, for sure. Devil's Latex. You took me back with that one. They've been doing their thing for years now, man. Yeah, but you know what? Horrors Galore. I think. Yeah. Jackie Earl Haley's Freddy. A lot of people shit on him. A lot of people kind of try to say that his career was kind of ruined because of Freddy. Do you guys agree with that? Simply because we never really saw him. I know he's been in a few different stuff, independent, low budget stuff. But if you really think about it, he never made it back to like major films. And a year before Freddy, he did Watchmen, which was really good. Definitely, I think it would have been really good for him. Maybe after that Watchmen stuff, man, it would have transpired to more roles for him. But man, yeah, we haven't really seen him much ever since Nightmare on Elm Street. I really didn't mind, man. I don't mind his Freddy at all. I think he played his own Freddy. A lot of people always go to that Robert Englund comparison, but as his own thing, he did okay. The only problem was the makeup and the shitty script, the shitty, storyline. But other than that, dude, if they had a strong team behind the Nightmare remake, I think it probably would have been accepted more, man. But I mean, yeah, I don't think Jackie was terrible at all. You know, like I said, the makeup might be shit, but him himself, his portrayal of Freddy, not that bad at all. To keep it real. I mean, if you don't like something that's cool, just move on. Don't comment the remakes of them. I'm not super into it, but I can watch them. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, I mean, a lot of us are not huge fans of a lot of those modern remakes and stuff like that. But we're always there watching them. Nightmare on Elm Street remake, perfect example. Probably the worst remake out of the Platinum Dooms, Michael Bay movies. But hey, man, I can't tell you how many times I rewatched that movie. You know. So yeah, I mean, kind of the same thing with Blumhouse Halloween. Like, pretty shitty films, but people are not me personally. I haven't rewatched them, but I could see a lot of people rewatching them. So regardless, man, we're always watching, a lot of those shittier installments, man. So like you said, regardless, we're gonna get them, and yeah, simply, it is what it is, Nicholas, yeah, I have seen Last House, Wes Craven's Last House on the Left, the original one. Pretty damn good movie. Pretty damn good movie. I think I have it on Blu-ray. Yeah, man. I mean, I think that one, Last House on the Left, really, it sparked off the whole, rape, revenge kind of movies and stuff like that. But yeah, man. That's a good point. I mean, it was a shitty movie. Right, Brendan? Right? Yeah, man. I thought it was just me because yeah, we didn't really see him much after Nightmare remake. I think it could have been that, man. I mean, I understand, man. That's a really, it's a hot seat for someone to take. Like, I feel like it really took balls to take on an iconic role like Freddy, who's been established a whole series with the same actor. I'm pretty sure it took balls. I'm pretty sure it took, he took a lot of heat. But regardless, man, he still went in it. And like I said, we can't really shit on him for that. We can't shit on him because, like I said, he did what he could. It's not like he was copying Robert Englund's Freddy. It's not like he was mimicking him or trying to do that silly, shot by shot shit. I mean, kind of, one major problem with that remake is they try to remake a lot of the classic scenes from the original with, crappy ass CGI. But as far as Freddy, Jackie Earle Haley, man, I've never blamed them. Even the very first time I saw the remake, the Freddy was never my problem. Jackie Earle Haley's Freddy was never my problem. My problem was the shitty CGI, the shitty shot by shot scenes, and the shitty script and the shitty makeup. But and some of the shitty actors. I mean, they weren't that bad. The worst one, the worst one was probably what's her name, Rooney Mara, who played Nancy. I think she was probably the worst one. But no disrespect, but yeah, very. I agree, man. I agree. I think people should have been a little bit more open minded when it comes to Jackie Earle Haley. I understand it's a remake, man. And like I've always said, man, I felt the remake was way too soon. It was dropped way too soon. If it was released, I would say 5 years after 2010, 2015, I think it probably would have been accepted a little bit more. But I very much agree, Brandon. Saw 4, Saw 6 are truly underrated masterpiece. I like 6. 6 is okay. 4, not really. Uh, Definitely 4 is better than like 5, 7, Jigsaw. So for sure, I get it. For sure, you could say they're underrated. They're at least they're not as talked about as like the other ones. I don't mind the Rob Zombie. Yeah, man. Yeah, and you know, perfect example with the Rob Zombie movies. You gotta respect it, dude, because look, Rob Zombie did his own thing. I know the whole white trash, the whole, you know, fucked up family, you know, Michael's backstory as a kid was really unnecessary, but I respect him doing his Halloween movie, his style, rather than, you know, a complete copy of John Carpenter. You know, I respect the fact that he did his own thing, his own style. You know, obviously his style isn't Halloween, so that's the problem with the remake. But you gotta respect it. You really gotta respect it because, like I said, he could have did a complete shot by shot remake, CGI bullshit, but he did his thing, man. You know, and Robert Englund has not Robert Englund, my bad, Rob Zombie. He's had his feet wet. He had his feet wet already by the time he got to Halloween, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects. He's already done his thing. Like I said, Halloween might have not been his style, but he did what he had to do, man. You know? So they could be shit. A lot of shitty shit in those films, but you gotta respect it. Even Halloween 2, which is obviously the worst one, but I still rewatch it. You know, I still, you know, it is what it is, you know? Yo, Johnny Melakali. Nice to see you too, man. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Appreciate you joining the chat, man. Joining the live. Just here chopping it up, man. Hope you're having a good, chill Saturday, man. Nothing too crazy. Camp Blood Slasher 1984. Yo, what's up, man? You know what? Maybe that could have been his, I think, a Friday film. A Rob Zombie Friday movie could be a little too intense for a Friday film. But hey, man, I think that's a good question. I've never thought about that one. Of course, we thought about Rob Zombie taking on Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's like an obvious answer, right? Obvious illusion, obvious thought. But Friday the 13th, man. Maybe. Obviously, it's gonna be the same, you know, Rob Zombie style. But I could kind of accept a, you know, brutal, hardcore, intense Friday movie than a Halloween. Uh, but yeah, man, that's a good point. That's a good point you brought up because I really never thought about it. Maybe, maybe, man, maybe it could have worked, you know. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Friday the 13th, movie by Rob Zombie. Like I said, it's not really his style. But I mean, if he did Halloween, why not Friday? Not now, but I mean, if he made a Halloween movie, work his style, I mean, I think a Friday probably a little easier, probably a little bit more, you know. And yeah, because a lot of those, especially Myers and Rob Zombie, that was more Jason. That was more Jason style than Myers. You know, the whole nudity and all that. That's more Friday formula, Friday, you know, style. So yeah, I think maybe it could have worked. Maybe now it's kind of like we look, especially we've seen Halloween. Maybe now it's kind of like, huh? Like it kind of gives us a minute to think about it. Gives us some time to think about it. But hey, man, it's a possibility. It's a possibility, man. Infinity Dragon 7, yo, what up, man? What up? Do you think they should make? You know what, Nicholas? As much as I've always wanted to see a Michael versus Jason, I don't think it would work now. Even back then, I don't really think it would have worked. I love Freddy versus Jason. I really do. It has problems, but I love that movie. But honestly, man, I don't think horror was meant to cross over. I really don't. If that was the case, it would have been done by now. A lot of scenarios were brought up to the table, try to make it happen, man. But I guess even the executives figured themselves, man, it just isn't a thing. And I really hope, man, now that we're like getting cinematic universes of Halloween, cinematic universes of Friday, or whatever they're going with, I really hope with this whole cinematics universe stuff, we don't get any crossovers. Because honestly, man, I think now in 2024, or from now on, it wouldn't, I don't know. I just think it wouldn't fit. I think that was kind of like more of a 2000s thing, like maybe after Freddy versus Jason, maybe. But now, man, I could see it happening. Like I said, by the whole cinematic universe route they're trying to go, I could see it happening, man. But it's gonna be way more watered down than, for example, Freddy versus Jason. Freddy versus Jason was still of intense, gory film. But I could see, nowadays, if they do a crossover with whoever it is, a Freddy versus Jason 2 maybe, they're gonna CGI all over that. CGI all over that. So I think Freddy versus Jason, they might have used CGI, but at that time, man, it wasn't overly exaggerated. Maybe maybe not. I'm not sure about that one, but a crossover movie, I don't think would work in today's age, personally. What do you think about The Conjuring 4, man? I don't really think too much about it, man. Not a huge fan of the Conjuring movies. I really like the first two, but a fourth one, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, Brandon, most definitely. Dude, dude, I'm watching those Rob Zombie movies over Resurrection, probably even over H2O. Now, uh, and especially over those Blumhouse. I've always said it. I'm watching Rob Zombie's Halloween before I pop in Halloween Ends. Honestly, you gotta respect the man. You gotta respect the man for doing something new. Even David Gordon Green, man. I know, hashtag David Gordon Green ruined Halloween, but you gotta give him props, dude. Even though it didn't work, even though it was shit, he ruined Myers' reputation. He tried to do something different, cool, but it didn't pan out good, So, as far as different, he gets props for that, but it wasn't. Whatever they try to do with that, it wasn't Halloween. It wasn't Halloween. Yeah, I agree, Brandon. Yeah, that Blumhouse, it went nowhere. It went nowhere. You know where it went? It went to. It literally went to a grown teenager, or a grown man named Corey, who gets punked by little kids. That's where the Blumhouse Halloweens went, literally. Uh, but like you said, even Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, might not feel like Halloween, But uh, 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 like I said, man, I don't know. It could be an age thing. Uh, but yeah, man. Yeah, I very much agree. So I very much agree. So, um, yo, porn star, just checking in. No worries at all, man. Definitely appreciate you taking the time, man, just to say what up, man. Appreciate you tuning in, porn star. Uh, definitely take it easy out there, man. Hope you have a good one, man. Definitely, hopefully, get to see you on the rebound, man, on the next one, man. But I definitely hope you're doing good, man. Uh, what do you think the most shocking plot twist in horror movies that are very much unexpected? Woo! Wow, man. Sleepaway Camp. There's a lot more. There's a lot more. That one's good question. Good question. I just remember. I bet for Sleepaway Camp when it came out, it was even more mind blowing. You know, it was even more like whoa. But that was a movie I watched like later on in life once I got older. You know, that ending surprised me. You know, I was like, whoa. But yeah, but there's quite different answers to that, man. But Sleepaway Camp was the first one that came to mind. I wish they would have made a Freddy versus Jason too, Johnny. You know what? Me too, man. I think, yeah, I think they really should have done it because we all know it probably would have been worse. Probably would it be worse than the first Freddy versus Jason for sure. They could possibly still do it. Since those two come in hand, like people think of Freddy, they think of Jason, so they could still do it. But as far as other characters, I really don't see it. Maybe a new Freddy versus Jason would be more beneficial for the studios. On like, don't you think so? I think another Freddy, it doesn't have to be Freddy versus Jason 2, but another Freddy versus Jason would be more beneficial to each series. Let's say, like I feel another Freddy versus Jason movie might be more beneficial, more profitable, maybe, rather than another solo Jason movie or a Nightmare movie. Would I like to see it? No, but maybe like if these two properties, if these two executives like really like had their, you know, if they were on the scoreboard and really like evaluated things and we're all about the money, like I feel like a new Freddy versus Jason would be a winning win, you know, for both. So maybe, but I would have loved to see a Freddy versus Jason 2 back then, right after the first one, you know? Yeah. Bloodline would have been cool, but they canceled at the last minute after some chick won a contest to be the lead in the film. Interesting, man. You're talking about like a Halloween, like before they remade Halloween, right? Because yeah, I have heard about a Halloween 9 that they were actually gonna continue after Resurrection. I'm not too familiar with the whole contest thing and stuff like that, you know. But I've always heard. I think it was called Halloween Bloodline or Halloween Returns or something like that. But yeah, I definitely have heard that throughout the years. Some people still want to see it. Some people still want to see that happen. A continuation after Resurrection. If you ask me, H2O was a great ending. Resurrection did not need to happen. But interesting, man. But yeah, I know there's a nice fan base for Halloween 9. What do you think of Rob Zombie's Nightmare on Elm Street idea? Wow, man. For Nightmare, could work too. It could work too. I know, like I said, Rob Zombie style is more torture type of thing. All out. Goreness. Torture porn kind of thing. For Freddy, it could work too. Like I said, man, especially a modern version. They could go all nuts, all gory for Nightmare. I could see that. More than Halloween. Like I said, Halloween's never been a franchise. It's gory and all over the place like that. Like I said, maybe for Freddy and Jason, yeah. But Nightmare's a possibility too. You know? Crazy, man. That's crazy, Infinity Dragon. That your parents have the same DVD for 2 decades. That's dope, man. I remember watching Freddy vs. Jason on TV for the first time, man. AMC or whatever. I even remember one of those first times I watched Freddy vs. Jason on TV. It wasn't even on English. I think it was in Spanish. It's a Spanish channel. But I was still watching it. Embarrassing to watch now. Yeah, man. You know what? The only times I see little bits and pieces of Resurrection is during October, like when Fear Fest is on, AMC is playing like the Halloween marathon. I find myself watching a few scenes, but you're right, dude. It's embarrassing, dude. Like, it's Busta Rhymes and all that shit. Yeah, man. The whole camera angle thing. I understand. Resurrection was 2002, right? I understand late 90s, early 2000s. They kind of sparked up the whole found footage, genre of films thanks to The Blair Witch in 99. So it could be they're trying to like gravitate towards that. But like I said, man, a lot of these trends, a lot of these things, man, that work for certain movies doesn't work with other films, especially established franchise like Halloween. So I think that was their whole get down. That was their whole target with Resurrection, The whole found footage thing, man. And dude, I really dislike Myers in that movie. You know what? I dislike the H2O one a little more, but they're kind of similar to me. I really don't like Myers in either or. In Resurrection, he does look a bit more menacing. His mask. But I feel in those last original Halloween movies, Myers wasn't it, man. To keep it real. Hashtag David Gordon Green ruined Halloween. Hell yeah, man. Pornstar JR. Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely had to throw that in there. Because, yeah, I think it's very true. I think it's very... I mean, that's why we're in the state that Halloween is now, Have you seen The Entity? I could have, man. It sounds familiar. Entity. I could have, man. It sounds really familiar. H2O Resurrection are very nostalgic to me. Infinity Dragon, that's dope. Understandable. Because, yeah, H2O and Resurrection does have that vibe, that feeling, late 2000s, or late 90s, early 2000s, most definitely. Each film's bad or good, we all have that personal attachment. Like I said, for me, nostalgia. I have nostalgia from bad movies like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. A lot of bad ones, So in your case, it's H2O Resurrection. That's dope, man. Like, yeah, I mean, if you still watch them, those films definitely still scream out late 90s, early 2000s, all the way, So for sure, man. That's dope, though. That's dope. The horror movie more scary to me when I was little. Hey, man. My go-to answer to... I have a few. But the one that I remember always being scared of, and I think I even cried one time as a kid, man, was the Chucky movies. The original Child's Play and Bride of Chucky were the main films. I never was scared of other characters. Myers, I've always loved seeing those. Freddy versus Jason, I loved it. But the only character that scared me as a kid was Chucky. I remember certain scenes from the original Child's Play on TV being scared of. They would scare me purposely. Like, it's funny. I guess this one time, man, I was like misbehaving or whatever. And they kept like, you know, telling me stuff. And I guess I wouldn't listen. And then I guess they knew, you know, because they were watching their shows or they were on their TV, you know, my parents. And I guess they knew Child's Play was playing on the other channel. So I felt like they were like, we're about to make them stop misbehaving. So they literally, I remember just them switching the channel really quick and Chucky. And I instantly got scared, ran to the bathroom. But yeah, man, of course that's a time, man, 2000s, where Chucky was kind of still scary. You know, he's not the goofball. He's not the, you know, cringe fest that he is now. And I know Bride and Seed of Chucky, which is my era, 2000s, was the beginning of that. But I prefer that Bride and Seed of Chucky over the new Chucky that we have now. So, Seed of Chucky, nostalgia. Bad movie, but I still get nostalgia. Bride of Chucky. Another film that scared me as a kid, a Creep Show, the original. But yeah, man, that's about it. That actually scared me. I remember enjoying watching the original Halloween on TV. Halloween 4 specifically. Freddy versus Jason. You know. Did you hear about the Rob Zombie? I did not hear about that Camp Slasher. I did not hear about it. I guess it was a hoax. I didn't even hear about it in the beginning. I really doubt that. I really doubt Rob Zombie's ever gonna take down another franchise. I know he not too long ago kind of did like a remake of the Monster Show. Wasn't as successful for him, but I really don't see him doing other horror franchises, man, at all. To keep it real, so I'm kind of glad that was a hoax. No worries, Brandon. Definitely enjoyed that hot pizza, man. Definitely appreciate you tuning in, man. Definitely no worries, man. Pretty damn dope, pretty damn cool. You were able to tune in for this one, man. So no worries at all, man. Definitely go do your thing, and definitely have a great rest of your evening, man. A great rest of your weekend too, man. Much salute, much respect. Appreciate it, man. Like always. Oh yeah, Super J's Bros. Yeah. Chucky, man. He was the one. Dude, come on. He yeah, for real. Like he really like scared me as a damn kid. 10%. Let me plug the phone. I'm about to head out of here in not too long as well, man. But let me finish reading some of these. Oh yeah, I agree, Infinity Dragon. Yeah, that 78 scene in Halloween Kills was pretty good. Like you said, it could be the closest we're ever gonna get to the original Myers. So yeah, you know, to keep it real. Exactly, Super J's Bros. Now he's a cringe fest. Now he's a silly character. I don't even consider him horror now. But yeah, man. Like I said, even Bride and Seed of Chucky, that were pretty bad films. I still appreciate that Chucky. You know, I really do. What do you think of The Thing 2011, man? You know what, man? I really don't like that remake. Yeah, to me, it's probably one of the worst remakes. To keep it real, I don't know. I'm just so used to the, you know, John Carpenter remake, the, you know, Kurt Russell remake. great remake, probably one of the best remakes out there. Uh, but yeah, the 2011 one I really dislike, man. I'm pretty sure that's gonna make it to my top 10 worst remakes of all time. To keep it real with you, the latest horror movie I've seen, man. You know what? I haven't even seen much. Uh, I know I did it. I on my last live stream, I gave you guys a nice list of films I've watched in the past week. But this past week, man, I haven't watched much, man. So yeah, I mean, some of those latest films I watched, I covered them in last live stream. So definitely go check that out. Very much so. Very much so. Yeah, Seed of Chucky is yeah, more of a comedy than horror. You know what I mean? So but yeah, like I said, man, it's definitely much more appreciated than than that dumbass Chucky show. But yeah, guys, so before I go, I'm about to let you guys go. Before I let you go, I'm gonna give you guys a close-up look at some of these the stuff I bought today, man. Here you go. It's like a 3D poster, VHS style, of Friday Part 3. I think back in the day, NECA came out with a Nightmare on Elm Street version of it. Like the original movie poster of Nightmare. It had Nancy in the bed with the claws. 3D, same style. Which I would love to own, man. I hope they come out with more of these from other films, like, you know, the whole Freddy's Dead. I know that movie was originally in 3D. That would be dope, man, to get that. I really hope they do more of these 3D VHS things. There's the back. Let's open it up real quick. I might leave it in the box, to be honest with you guys. You even got the head shower, the pretty sick, man. I didn't even notice this. Yeah, of course you got the curtain, the shower, you got the machete, got the logo. Pretty badass, man. I really don't regret it. Like I said, this was the only thing that was worthy of picking up. Like I said, it wasn't what I exactly wanted, but I definitely don't regret it. Pretty dope, man. I have the Part 5 mask. I'm definitely going to be putting together a Part 3 mask. I have the Part 4, but yeah, man. Pretty sick. I had to get it. I just think me as a collector, you know, it was calling my name, so I had to. Then we got the speaker, man. Jeepers Creepers, his truck. As you guys can see, it is a speaker, Bluetooth speaker. Like I said, I'm going to try it out. I definitely want to try it out. I'm a big music guy, so can't wait to try it out. I'll definitely give you guys an update. Give you guys, you know, a little update on how it sounds, you know. So I could, you know, let you, if I could give you guys an idea if you guys, you know, are willing to buy it or not, you know. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be pretty much it. Give me a quick second. I definitely want to appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Like I said, it's always it's definitely always much appreciated, man. You know, so thank you guys for watching. Like I said, go to your local Walmart, man. Maybe you could come across some cool stuff like that. I'm still gonna be in the hunt for that NECA Hannibal, and maybe I might pick up a bit more stuff, you know, that they have. But like I said, those are the main things I want. The Saw as well. But yeah, man, and I really hope, man, this is just the beginning of that stuff, of their new stuff, and they come out with more. You know what I mean? House of Wax Saw franchise. Yeah, Infinity Dragon, that's dope. You know what? I think so. You're pretty much my kind of, you know, era. You know, those films are definitely 2000s, especially the Saw movie. Like me, I really I love the Saw movies as much as most of them are shit. But since it's nostalgic and 2000s, like I remember, man, when they were coming out year after year. Uh, the one I remember clearly wanting to go watch in theaters was the 3D one. Was the Final Chapter. But unfortunately, I was still young. My parents wouldn't take me to a horror movie. So that's dope, man. The horror movie I rewatched the most. Oh man, that's a hard one. For sure, Halloween 2. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Uh, you know what? I'm lying, guys. One of you guys asked me the latest movie I watched. Two movies I watched on like 2 days ago. I watched Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street 2 and Nightmare on Elm Street 3, man. I forgot. I totally forgot. Those are the latest two films I watched. Uh, but yeah, but that's a good question. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, Freddy's Revenge. I'm always watching that one over and over. A lot, man. There's quite a few. There's quite a few. But yeah, Nightmare 2, Nightmare 3, latest films I've watched. I'm always revisiting Nightmare. I love it, Right behind Halloween, I love it. I might love Nightmare more than Halloween. Some of those movies, you know. Uh, some of those Nightmare sequels I like more than some of those Halloween sequels. If we really think about it, because I feel the Nightmare, it had, like, for example, part 2 didn't really continue off the first one, which is a bummer. But it still has that vibe, that consistency, if you ask me. So I've always loved those Nightmare sequels. When it got to part 5, yeah, I really hate that part 5. Freddy's Dead, I watch it from time to time. I think I might prefer Freddy's Dead is terrible. I hate his look. No offense, Robert Englund. I hate his goofy ass look in Freddy's Revenge. His makeup is terrible. It looks goofy, man. I prefer a scary Freddy like Jackie Earl Haley, to keep it real. But yeah, man. I mean, that's gonna be pretty much it, man, for today's live stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Gonna be chilling at the house. Might pop in a movie. I hope nothing comes up today, man, because I'm just trying to chill. But yeah, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out to all you guys who were able to make it. Stay tuned for the next one. Like I said, go check out your Walmart, man. Go check out your local Walmarts. And definitely score some of these new scores, man, because Walmart has stepped their game up. Like I said, it's refreshing seeing this new shit, not the same repeated shit over and over. So that's sick, man. That's sick. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. This week, I'm dropping my top 10 horror movies from the 80s. And after that, I will give you guys the unboxing to the Freddy's Revenge mask. So yeah, and my last video I dropped yesterday, I think it was yesterday or Thursday, was the Rob Zombie Michael Myers mask. So yeah, actually, I've had that video, I've had that mask for a few months now, but I had recently, publicized the video, the unboxing. So go check that out, man. So good stuff coming your way. Stay tuned for more videos. Shout out to all you guys, man. Have a great rest of your night. You guys take it easy. You guys be safe out there. It's the Michael Myers.